One of the things is, even though urbanization has a lot of benefits, we don't need to go to that, access to services, better planning of cities, it has a lot of problems, unfortunately. And one of the major problems comes into play where, for the first time, you have a large population living in a relatively small area of mass land. So, for the living space, rather than building across, we don't have a choice, we have to build up, right? This is not a new phenomenon in Asia or Europe, America, South America, but it is a new phenomenon in Africa. And new phenomenon, in a sense, it is new for the growing middle class, who used to, in the past, afford to live in, a small home, of course, but, with two, three rooms, a maid quarter, a little yard, and there was enough living space, but not anymore. Now they are forced to live in a small, compacted area. This is going to bring about a lot of challenges. So, obviously, the first challenge will be scarcity of resource, right? So, because of the volume of population living in a small area, there'll be scarcity of water. And then, of course, scarcity of electricity, scarcity of how to waste management, how to address waste management of a large amount of people in a small area. And when I say large, I do mean a large amount of people in a small area. The average African family is 3 to 7 people if we include extended family, up to 10 people. And the area of the apartments that people are living in is very, very small. So, with these issues, it brings about a lot of problems. Some direct, some indirect. Direct would be, like I stated, the scarcity, but indirect is also the fact that, well, it's just not enough space that we're utilizing in that small area because we took space for granted, most of the case in Africa. So, that being the case, it's creating a lot of anxiety, it's creating a lot of internal conflicts between marriages, it's creating a lot of issues with the living space. Because it begs a question: what is a home at the end of the day? A home is a place where you wake up and make a living and then come back and sleep. It is one of the most important places in your life cycle, be it in the amount of money that you spend to live in a home. Usually it's three-fourths in Africa, but one-third in some cases. But three-fourths of your income is spent on the home. But also, more than the money, it is a place where you spend most of your time in Africa. So making your home more living uh, quarter, an integral part of your life. So, with that being the case, with all these problems, what are the solutions? Well, Smart Homes, the company that I'm creating, is coming up with a solution to this. So, what do we do in smart homes that will address these issues? Well, first of all, how we go about it is we are a one stop digital platform to address most of the needs that I have stated. For example, with us, you'll have a digital platform or website where you can go and we will have some questions for you so we can kind of understand what is your preference. These questions will also include what is your basic income, the size of your apartment, and how many people live in who are occupants within that apartment. You simply take a picture of your apartment, you send it to us. We have an AI generated software whereby we input that data, and we'll have supplement questions to ask more about your preference. The AI digital platform will give you three options that you can choose from, and of course, additional options are also available. Uh, but in the beginning, you'll have three options it will give you in line with the questions that you've answered, right? And within these three different interior designs, once you make a choice, we can actually come in within the budget that you've already input and have the people come in. Our service providers also come in, our maintenance people will come in, and for an affordable price, they can create the home that you always wanted to live in within a budget. And it's also important because we can help you utilize those empty spaces. We can help you better utilize with our AI digital platform software how to uh, maximize those empty spaces, how to maximize the space within your apartment so that every member within your family, every occupant can actually live in a space they're comfortable with. And we can do it under a budget, right? Under your budget, anyways, right? And the second thing that we do is within the same platform, we understand that this space is one thing, but of course, you also need equipments and gadgets. And within our e-commerce platform, we have smart gadgets that are affordable, that can really liven up your space, really makes it more efficient, really makes it that you can utilize your day-to-day activities within your home. And these gadgets will be divided in the different sectors of your home: your bathroom, your bedroom, your kitchen, your living room, where these gadgets and equipments can actually be placed. And we will give you a wide range of options where it will be customer centric to your liking in regards to the questionnaires that you've answered before. And we'll give you the available options. And once you've just user friendly platform that you choose, gadgets that you want, price range that you want, we'll have additional platform whereby you can consult with us, and after consulting with us, you can also order through us, and we can actually bring in a maintenance person to come in and um, um, service provider that can come in and actually set up the equipment for you up and running. You don't have to worry about anything, and you just come back home and everything will be set in place for you, be it in your kitchen, be it in your living room, be it in your bedroom, be it in your balcony, all the gadgets and equipments that you need that can make a home a living home. Okay. Now, one of the questions that was being addressed are who are the competitors? Well, there are a number of competitors, but I think what makes us different is experience. I mean, we're just, to be honest, more experienced. Uh, we have together over a decade experience in e-commerce and digital marketing, software development, um, and also I think more importantly is most of the other competitors are not a one-stop platform to have these two services provided: the interior design and the digital gadget e-commerce platform for your company. So I think those two being the case, uh, it makes us a better choice. Our team is myself, which over 6 years experience in software and development that I owned a company that worked on that. And I'm also a business consultant with portfolio that range from high-end businesses in Ethiopia. And I've worked with government and the private sector. I have three digital marketer staff that have worked with me before, and I also have two staffs that are experienced in inventory and management. And with our experience in e-commerce and e-logistics, we have a pretty solid team. The market, well, what can I tell you? Let's put it this way. We have a lot of vacant apartments throughout the city of Addis Ababa that are near to completion. We have a lot of occupants that are going to come in to these newly vacant apartments. We have a growing expat community that's going to come in once the Ethiopian market opens up. On top of that, we have the new diaspora that's coming in very soon, and a city that keeps on expanding, building up, not across. And what we are as a company is a company that's going to welcome these new tenants to these apartments to a lifestyle they're not really accustomed to. And even if they are, not accustomed in a way that is, as we've seen it through our study, very comfortable with living in the new environment. So we're their partners, and we'll be your partners if you become our investors, um, to really utilize this multi-billion-dollar market. And so, mind you, we'll go into more details in the business sector, but this is the market, and what I'm saying is a multi-billion-dollar market. That is because not just Ethiopia, the whole of Africa